What is going on, guys? It's Modded Dwarfy here. Welcome back to another episode of PS4 Jailbreak Tutorials. So since we're into October, I thought I would do a kind of Halloween themed episode by showing you guys how to convert PC mods to run on the PS4 version of RE Engine games. So games that run on the Resident Evil engine, games like Resident Evil 2 Remake and 3 Remake and Devil May Cry and lots of other games that also use RE Engine. Now, not all PC mods will convert over to the PS4 version for all games that run on RE Engine, but you can get a lot of games that run on the RE Engine to port the mods over from the PC version to the PS4 version. So for this example, I'm going to do Resident Evil 2 Remake, but obviously you can try this on any other game that uses RE Engine. It might work, it might not, but it should work on a good amount of games that use the RE Engine. So most of the mods for these games are things like model replacements, texture replacements, weapon mods, weapon replacements, that kind of stuff. There are other things. There are some issues with sounds. A lot of mods that use custom sounds don't seem to work. And there can be some issues with certain mods that just don't port over to the PS4 for whatever reason. Also, mods that use like extensions, things like EMBs and stuff like that are not going to work. There are some visual mods you can do, things that remove filters from the game that were present before, and obviously mods that change the filter to a different filter to give the game a different look. That will work as well. So there's a good variety of mods that you can install. So let's get into this. So the first thing we're going to do on the PS4 is go onto the internet browser and obviously load up your exploit host, whichever one you're using. Again, still using Caro218.ir for this one. Obviously, you can use Night King's host and Alaziv's host and any other exploit host for the PS4 that you trust. Obviously, I'll have some linked in the description. So we're going to load this up until we get the WebKit exploit loaded. We'll then be able to load the actual jailbreak itself. So we load the jailbreak, and if it doesn't crash, then you'll be able to load your exploit. So you're going to want to run Gold Hen or Mira, whichever payload you want. Both of them allow you to run fake package games, which you're going to need to be able to install a modded update to patch the game with the PC mods that have been converted to run on the PS4 version. So we're going to run Gold Hen or Mira. So then we'll switch over to the computer to download some mods. Now, in order to get started with this, you're going to need the game as a fake package version. So whichever game you're trying to do this on that runs on the RE Engine, you want to make sure that you have the fake package version of the game downloaded. So again, if you know the sites to go to download it, that's great. I can't link any of those sites in the description though. Or if you have a disc version of the game, you can dump it and turn it into the fake package version, which I covered in episode 6 of this series, which again will be linked in the description and in the cards in the top right hand corner. So essentially, you can do this just with the base game. We can extract some files from the base game and then create a modded update that will patch it with the mods. Or if you have a game update as a fake package file also downloaded, then we can extract the game update and add our mods to that game update and rebuild it and then patch the game with the update, which will also include the mods. Either one will work. So I'll show you guys how to do both here because some people were asking about that in my Skyrim PC mods to PS4 video, how to do it with the base game. So let's go ahead and get started. So you're going to need to have the Patch Builder version 1.3.2, which will be linked in the description. So we're going to take the base game because there's 2 files on the base game that we need in order to convert our mods to the PS4 version. So I'm going to drag the base game package file in and click Extract Package. And then once we're on here, we're then going to grab the 2 files that we need, which are re_chunk_00.pack. and re_chunk_001.pack. Now again, if you're doing a different game other than Resident Evil 2 or 3 Remake, then there may be other .pack files. So I would just extract all the .pack files that are on your base game to a folder on your computer. So just click Export Files and that will extract them. Okay, and once they're extracted, as you can see right here, we've got these 2 pack files extracted. I'll just copy them out into the root of this directory and get rid of this folder. And there we go. So those are the files that you need. We'll go ahead and download some PC mods. So you can get PC mods from nexusmods.com. In this case, it's nexusmods.com/Resident Evil 2 2019 for Resident Evil 2 Remake. But obviously, any game that uses RE Engine that also has PC mods available, you should be able to find it on nexusmods.com, and you'll be able to download a bunch of mods from here. So here's a bunch of weapon mods, for example. Once you find the mod you want, like this one right here, we just select it, we go to Files, and then we do a manual download. You need to have an account on the website in order to be able to download from it. But once you've made an account, you can download as many mods as you want from here. So there are some mods that don't really work. Certain sound effect files don't necessarily work. Some do, I think, and some don't. It's a bit weird. There's also some issues where certain mods just won't work for whatever reason, because they're just poorly made for the PC, or because they have like a different asset path to the PS4 version. Not much you can really do about that. Most mods will work, but there are a few that we'll run into issues with. I think all the ones I've downloaded should be fine. So download the mods you want. You won't really know if there's a problem with it until you actually try to use the mod in game, and then you'll know if it works or if there's an issue with it. So download all the mods that you want. We're also going to need these mod tools from Backporter, Repack, which repackages your mods into .pack files that can be used on the PS4, as well as this PS4 Retext as well, which essentially fixes the textures from the PC version to work properly on the PS4 version. So you're going to need this as well. Now, I'm going to provide a separate download link to this tool, because these tools require certain additional tools in order for them to function, and those tools are not provided on the GitHub. So I will have a separate link to the program in the description, which will have all the required files so that it should just work straight out of the box. But obviously, if you want the latest versions, then you can check out these GitHub pages to get to the latest version. Okay, so as you can see, I've got a bunch of them downloaded here. So what I'm going to do is convert all of these mods over to the PS4 version. There's a few kind of outfit replacements and gun replacements. We're going to port those all over to the PS4 version. So to do that, we're going to use the RE Engine PS4 Converter, which again are those same tools by Backporter, also known as Kernel Panic on Twitter. But this one just has all of the necessary files in order to get it to work properly. So it'll be linked down in the video description. So what we're going to do is extract all of our mods into this folder here. So we're going to take this first one for the AUG replacement. So it replaces one of the weapons with a AUG. So we're going to copy the natives folder in here, and then just copy the natives folder for all of the other ones as well. So in this case, we're going to copy this one in right here. And then we're going to go ahead and do the Jason replacement, or replaces Mr. X with Jason. So we're going to copy that one in. So we just keep copying these native folders into the RE Engine PS4 Converter. And then again, we'll do this next one. So natives folder, we're going to copy the natives folder in, extract that in here. And then we've got two more to go. So this Halloween theme changes a lot of the zombies, gives them like pumpkin heads and other Halloween themed textures and stuff. So we'll copy that one in. And then we have this M4A1, which replaces the LE5 with an M4A1. So we'll copy that one in as well. So you'll know if there's any conflictions with your mods, because when you're copying the natives folder in, you might run into an issue where it says something about a conflict. So if you copy a natives folder in here and it says, you know, one or more files already exists, do you want to overwrite or skip? That means that you have a mod that conflicts with a mod that you already have installed. You will know that all of your mods don't conflict with each other if you can copy all those native folders in and merge them all without having to overwrite or skip any files. So as long as that's the case, you shouldn't get any conflicts. Obviously, things can conflict if you're trying to put on two different outfit mods that replace the same stock outfit in game, then one will overwrite the other. Whereas if you can get different outfit mods that replace different stock outfits, then they won't conflict, because you have one mod that overwrites one stock outfit and another mod that overwrites another stock outfit, and then that way they don't conflict and you can switch between them in game. So we're going to go into the natives folder and rename the x64 folder to PS4, and then run the PS4 retech.exe, which will convert all of the textures to the PS4 version. Okay, and once that's done, we can then go ahead and repack this into a .pack file, which is what's required in order for the mods to work on the PS4. Now we're going to use repack.exe for this. So we're going to run repack.exe. Now this doesn't really matter, this question you get asked here, what game are you planning to extract a pack from? You're not planning to extract any package files, so it doesn't really matter what we're selecting here. So just say yes and then cancel for the next message, which asks you if you want to download the pack list. Just say cancel, because we're not extracting a pack file, we're actually building one. So we're going to go to file and then we're going to go to pack creator, and then we're going to open/save, open the .pack files that we extracted from the base game, click open, and then create the pack files. So click create, and that will create our patched versions, which contain our mods. As you can see here, we've got rechunk000.pack, patch_001, and 002. Once it's done, it will say finished, and we are essentially good to go. So the next thing we need to do is extract our game updates or game files, depending on how you're going to do this. So like I said, there's two different ways you can do this. So if we go back to Patch Builder, so if we go back to our extracted game, so like I say, there's two ways of doing this. You can do this with just the base game if you just want to patch the base game and you don't have a game update, or you can do this with the game update. So with the base game, we're essentially extracting some files from the base game and then turning it into a patch that will just patch the game with our mods from the PC version. The alternative option is to take an update like this 1.04 update, extract the whole contents of the update, and then add our PC mods to it, and then repackage it back into a new update again. That way, the update will patch the game with the normal game update, plus the mods that you applied to it as well. Whereas with the base game, you'll just patch it with the mods. So if we're just doing the base game, then you just copy the base game into the package extraction section, click extract package, and then we're just going to extract some key folders and files from here. We're just going to want the SCE system folder. We're just going to want the eboot.bin, or whatever the main game executable is, and potentially any other .bin files or .elf files that you can find in there. And then also the SC0 folder. That's all you need. Export those, and that copies them right here, as you can see. Then all we need to do is add our mods. So if we go back to the converter and grab these two files that we generated, these two pack files, copy them into the image0 folder next to our eboot.bin or our main game executable. And then that's essentially it. We can just rebuild this back into an update again by dragging in the image0 folder into project location, dragging the original game package into package settings, and then we can add our patch notes to say that we've added PC mods to the game, and then we can click build, which will build our modded update. So when we do that, it should only take a few seconds because this is just adding our mods and nothing else. And there you go, you can see it's created it right there, our game update. I'll just rename this to add _modded or _mods to the end. And then we will paste it back in here. And that's it. So that should patch the game with just the mods that we've added. So the next option is to do it with an actual game update, like this 104 update. So in this case, if we just clear our project and do this again. So with a game update, you just load the game update in, extract package, extract the entire contents of the game update instead of just those files that we extracted before. Okay, and once that's done, we can then essentially do the same thing. But the difference this time is that if we look at a game update, the game update already has these patch files in there. And they've got the same name as the one that we built with our converter. So as you can see, patch _001 and 002, there's already a patch 001 and 002 file in here. So we need to rename our pack files to a different name. So this game update goes up to 004. So we'll rename this to 005 and 6 so that they don't conflict. So 005 and 006, and then we'll just go ahead and copy those in, and there we go. That should now work. We've now added our mods without overwriting any of these other pack files in here, and now we can just rebuild that back into a game update like we did before. So we just copy the image0 folder in here, We copy the original game package in here. And of course, we can add patch notes to say, you know, PC mods, that we've added PC mods to the game, build the package, and that's it. We now have a package file being built. That is the 1.04 game update plus our mods, so that we can apply both the update and the mods to the game at once by installing this patch. So yeah, that's how you do it between just creating a patch for the base game to patch the game with the mods and creating a, you know, modded version of a game update, of an existing game update that will, you know, update the game as well as applying the mods. So we have both of those versions right here. So again, I'll add _mods at the end and cut it in here. And yeah, that's basically it. So as you can see, we could either install this one or we could install this one. So I'll copy these over to the root of my USB drive now. So I'll plug in my USB drive and then copy the files in here so that we can patch the game. So we'll go ahead and eject the drive and plug it into the PS4. Okay, and once again on the PS4, we're going to go to settings, go down to debug settings, game package installer, and install the update, whichever one you're doing. So we'll just do this 104 one, since it also applies the game update as well as the mods. Okay, and once it's installed, we can then go back. We can check by going to update history. For some reason, I don't know why it's not applying the patch notes there. Must be a bug in Patch Builder I'll have to fix, but we'll see. So, but it has applied the update. You can see if I go to information, we're on version 1.04. So we're going to go ahead and run Resident Evil 2 and hope that it has applied all of our mods to the game successfully. And this is where you'll know if there's any issues with any of your mods as well. So we'll go ahead and skip all of this. Okay, so we'll know if the mods are actually working in a game if we just go to bonuses and then models. We can see if the model replacements have worked. So I can go down to Claire Jacket and see if that has changed. Yes, it has. As you can see, very different outfit. Then we've also got another one, which I believe is this one. Yep, there you go. So that's a completely different outfit there as well. So a few other ones obviously as well. We've got the zombies that should be changed. If we have a look, there we go, zombie male. Yeah, you can see the pumpkin head. And obviously there's other zombies as well that have different ones. And then also if we go down for the weapon mods, we've got a few different weapon mods done as well. So I think one of them was the MQ11, which should be changed to an AUG. Yep, as you can see, that is working as well. And then also we have the LE5, which should be an M4A1, which has also worked as well. Awesome. So let's test these in game. If we head on to do the story mission, I'll just load up a game here. Do this one. Okay, as you can see, the game has loaded up and we have this outfit applied and it's working absolutely fine. So yeah, all the ones that show up in the model viewer should be fine. There are some that kind of glitch out in the model viewer, but they do work on the like in the actual game. They just don't show properly in the model viewer, which can happen sometimes. So it's worthwhile trying them in game, even if they don't show up properly in the model viewer. As you can see, we've got this LE5 that's replaced to the M4A1. So that model replacement for that weapon has worked. And obviously there's, you know, the zombies have got like snowman heads and pumpkin heads, as you can see right here. That's all working. Okay, so yeah, let's try a different model. So if we go ahead and go to costumes, so we're currently Claire Classic. If we go to jacket, which is the normal one, that should change it to our other costume. And yep, there you go. That one's working as well. Although I can't seem to pan the camera around properly. Hold on. Let me get further down here. Get into the safe room. It should allow me to pan the camera properly. Yeah, there you go. As you can see, that has applied successfully as well. So yeah, all of the model replacements and stuff have worked. I'll show some footage of some of the other ones that I've added to the game here. There's a Mr. X replacement as well. And those are most of the mods that you'll find for this kind of game. Resident Evil 2 and 3 Remake, they're mainly, you know, costume and model replacers and weapon replacements. But obviously, they're are potentially other mods that you can find for these kind of games as well. So yeah, and again, this should work on other games that run Resident Evil engine, so they use the same engine. Again, I don't know which ones will actually work with this, because obviously some games use different file types and stuff, so they won't be compatible. But it's worthwhile trying any game that uses RE Engine, see if this will work. But it definitely works with Resident Evil 2 and 3 Remake. So anyway, hope you guys enjoyed the video or found the information useful. If you did, please leave a like and subscribe, and I'll hopefully see you guys in the next one.